Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time. I know that I'm a little bit late with your reading, so we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to look into the next couple of weeks for you. So this is going to be a reading for Pisces. If your sun sign or your moon sign or your rising sign or even your Venus is in the sign of Pisces, then these messages can resonate. I don't even think I introduced myself. I'm Victoria from VXPRADA. Those who have been trying to book with me, thank you so much for being patient. I've just opened up readings again, so all you have to do to book with me is DM me on Twitter at VXPRADA, and I will get back to you as soon as possible with my pricing and all of that. All right, but I do have openings as of right now. All right, so let's get into it. Energy surrounding Pisces for the next 2 weeks. Energy surrounding Pisces for the next 2 weeks. Energy surrounding Pisces. I hope that you have been doing well, looking after yourself, and also just spending enough time, you know, by yourself. I think that Pisces, it's really easy for you to get lost and engulfed in everything that's going on around you. You're like a sponge for like emotions and energies and all of that stuff. So I think it's really important to dedicate some time to yourself just to regenerate and yeah, like call forth your energy and recenter yourself. So I hope that you've been prioritizing that as much as possible. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So I do feel as though things are overall, you know, going well for you for the next 2 weeks. You have, you know, bills are taken care of. I feel as though you are not stressing about much right now. I think that you also have time to beautify yourself. So you may be getting a haircut, you may be shopping, you may be getting new clothes, you may even be renovating your house. Not really renovations, but I see you just like, you know, adding cute little things maybe to your room. Maybe you're adding like candles. I just see you adding like little decorations to your space, just to make it more homey. I also see you adding something that has some type of scent to it. So like I said, like it could be incense, it could be candles, but I see you like putting art on the walls, like stuff like that, just little details. Let's get more for Pisces. More energy surrounding Pisces next 2 weeks. Energy surrounding Pisces weeks. Okay, wow. All right, so are you dealing with a Leo? Because I'm seeing a lot of Leo energy here. Maybe you have Leo in your chart. I'm seeing that it's a time for you to all right, interesting, it's time for you to get up off of your ass. All right, I see that you have a lot of creative ideas. I definitely see that there's something that you want to start up. I'm not sure if it's like a physical, you know, an actual project that you want to start, but I do see that you have a lot of ideas right now. And while you used to kind of feel stuck and you know, you may have been procrastinating this, I think that now you are in the position again, especially now that finances are looking positive. I see that you are in the position to actually start manifesting whatever it is, whatever kind of style you're trying to like adapt. I feel as though it's like I'm hearing like makeover. I think that a lot of this has to do with like your outside appearance. I think you're just changing something about yourself, and now you have the ability to actually like go about these changes that you're trying to make. But I'm definitely seeing some type of new beginning here with the King of Wands followed by the Sun card in reverse. I do feel as though while you do have this push within you that is guiding you towards this type of change, I feel as though at the end of the day you're kind of hesitating to really put things together and get the ball rolling. What I do want you to keep in mind is that we have the Magician card here, which I absolutely love. This is the card of manifesting, and the very first rule of manifestation is being able to put your imagination into concrete thoughts and concrete sentences, like words. So I'm seeing a lot of emphasis on communication, needing to communicate with different people. Maybe it's suppliers, for instance, different people, so that you come together and create this project. It's also good for you to know what your vision entails. So I'm seeing that maybe, you know, the hesitation and the lack of progress in the past, it really came from you not really having like specific details that were going to help put the whole picture together. All right, don't forget that Pisces is the opposite sister sign of Virgo, and when you think of Virgo, you think of organization, detail, just always paying attention to the small stuff, the small tweaks that you can make here and there. And Pisces, way more relaxed, way more chilled. Pisces is definitely the dreamer, obviously, but it's also the sign of I would say kind of like the sign of especially with the Leo energy here, it's kind of like I'm getting a lot of like leisure energy. So not really wanting to work too hard, just wanting to kind of just sit back, relax, enjoy the vibe. Just want to vibe out. You don't really want to be like working so hard. And I think that's what you've been doing, Pisces. I think that lately you've been kind of losing yourself in your own imagination, in your own little world. You may not be working as hard as you could have been, or maybe you weren't even working at all. I see a lack of motivation on your end, and it's not so much because you've lost all hope or anything like that. I feel as though this lack of motivation actually just came from your environment not being stimulating for you enough. And I see that you may not have the motivation needed in order to apply little tweaks here and there in order to better your overall situation. So I really don't want you to forget, for the next 2 weeks, Pisces, the power of words and the power of your thoughts. If you continuously tell yourself that this situation sucks and that you are worthy of X, Y, and Z and things of the sort, you cannot expect things to just unfold beautifully for yourself. And I think that that's what the Magician card is here reminding you of. You might be scared of taking this leap, and you may be scared of this new beginning or this new adventure. And like I said, this might not be something concrete as, for example, starting a new job. It's not always that. Sometimes you just feel it within yourself that there's a change happening. You can feel as though you've completed some type of cycle. All right, and it doesn't really have to pertain to the planets. If you're following the planetary movements and all of that, it doesn't really pertain to that. I think that it mostly pertains to your spiritual journey. So it's like a case-by-case situation, but that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling as though you are feeling renewed. You're feeling like this energy of just like lack of focus. I feel as though that's going to subside as September comes along. I see you becoming more driven and more sure of yourself, which is going to be great for you. But don't forget, just because you're doing the same thing every single day doesn't mean that you have a boring routine. Doesn't mean that life is just always going to be boring and uneventful and all of this stuff. I think you just have to be a little bit more realistic. In order to have the bills paid, you're going to have to be responsible. In order to have the luxuries that it is you are seeking, Pisces, you're going to have to put work into it, and the work is going to have to be consistent. And I see that the consistent work may not be something that you are into right now, but it's just going to be a part of life. And I do see it rewarding you in the end with the Nine of Pentacles. The very first card you received, Pisces, was confirming that you will be enjoying the fruits of your labor. So any efforts that you are putting in right now, it will pay off. Let's see more for Pisces, and then we're going to dive into love. All right, more for Pisces, more surrounding Pisces. More surrounding Pisces for next 2 weeks. More surrounding Pisces for next 2 weeks. All right, we got a King of Pentacles in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, Star card in reverse, Four of Wands, and Six of Swords in reverse. So right off the bat, Pisces, I do feel as though there are certain people within your circle that you may have to distance yourself from, especially actually I'm seeing all the signs here. I'm picking up mostly on an Aquarius. Yeah, all the signs are here, but I'm picking up on Aquarius if I had to like really pinpoint it. I'm seeing that you will have to kind of step away from anything that you feel is not aligning you with your ultimate goal. I know that you have a lot of dreams and aspirations, but again, Pisces, you may be too easily influenced by those around you. If someone that you love, for instance, is struggling financially, I see that you will be letting that kind of pessimistic, negative attitude towards money affect your finances as well. So that's something for you to keep in mind. There's also negative self-talk. You might also be dealing with people that are quite self-centered. This is someone that it's difficult to have a conversation with them because they just talk about themselves the whole time. So these are different characters that I see you dealing with. This could be a family member. I'm getting a lot of father influence, or maybe like an older brother. I just see someone that is older than you. You may even be working with this person or these people, but I just see that there's like one person you're interacting with them, even they might be too stressed over money. Next person you interact with, they only talk about themselves or they are kind of manipulative with their words, or maybe they are too harsh with their words. So I'm feeling as though you're not being met with the kindness that maybe you should be met with. And I see that you may benefit from, like I said, taking more time alone. I'm not saying that you need to necessarily walk away from these people forever, because nobody's perfect, and I know that you are very loving and very understanding, Pisces, and I wouldn't want to take that away from you. I just think you would benefit from taking more time to yourself, just to rest and regenerate. All that thing that I was mentioning to you, you know, at the beginning of this video, that's what I'm picking up on. You may also be forcing yourself to hold on to a friendship or an acquaintance that has moved away. I feel as though someone maybe moved a while ago or recently, and you feel as though you have to continue staying in communications with them. I'm just seeing issues with communication. You know, communication is being delayed right now, or all of that. All right, it's super windy. I hope you can still hear me. Okay, also maybe you could have been planning a trip and now that is no longer happening, or maybe you've just come back from a trip and now you're kind of like secluded. I don't know, it's like you're coming back from a trip and no one is there, or like your main crew isn't there. I just feel as though you are surrounded by unavailable people right now, and I'm not sure what it is, but I feel as though just people around you aren't entirely giving you what you need right now, and I think that is just a sign for you to give yourself what you need instead of seeking whatever it is, whatever type of fulfillment from other people. I also want to guide you to remember that you may have bigger dreams. You may be wanting to break a generational curse, especially when it comes to money. I'm feeling like this reading has a lot to do with finances, and you may be surrounded by people that maybe don't have as big ambition as you do, and like I said, they may be stuck in a financial situation and they're letting that affect all parts of their lives. You know, they're not generous with their time, they're not generous with their love, they're very rigid, and I feel as though that's not the energy that resonates with you, Pisces, right? Because Pisces is more so of the dreamer and the thinker and all of that. So I feel as though you need to keep that in mind, Pisces, that not everyone is going to be in alignment with where you are trying to go, and not to allow other people, you know, distract you from wherever it is you are trying to go. So if you are in the position to make more money, for instance, continue pursuing that journey, because it's not going to be about everyone else all the time, okay? And then maybe you can make yourself, you know, put yourself in a position where you can later on help others, but you must first help yourself, you know, to begin with, because if you aren't good, you can't be that much use to those around you. So I just want to take a moment to remind you that you are worthy of, you know, going through with whatever it is that will get you to your ultimate goal. All right, I don't want you to forget, a part of manifestation requires consistency on your end, and the consistency is, it's not enough for you to just sit back and think about all these things. You also need to be taking action, actively taking action. So that's something that I don't want you to forget about. Another thing, you may be too tired to actually take action. You may be putting your energy in other various things, and this is draining you, and that's why it's important for you to prioritize, you know, self-love, and prioritize time for yourself so that you can regenerate the way you need to be regenerated in order to get right back into the game. All right, cool. Let's look into love. Energy surrounding love for Pisces for the next 2 weeks. Energy surrounding love for Pisces in the next 2 weeks. Energy surrounding Pisces in love for the next 2 weeks. Energy surrounding Pisces in love for the next 2 weeks. Energy surrounding Pisces in love for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so I do see, again, mention of distance, mention of a long distance relationship, mention of separation. I feel so you are far away from someone you love, far away from someone that you miss a lot. Maybe you've had to leave, or this other person had to leave, but someone definitely had to travel. I'm not sure if this separation is for a long time or if it's permanent, but I do see like someone is crying over another person. Someone is missing someone. Maybe you met someone on a trip and now you are back home and now you're feeling alone. But I just see mention of, you know, feeling upset and feeling having trouble sleeping because they're missing someone. So this could be someone that is missing you, especially if someone lives far away from you. There's emphasis on the number 3, three. So maybe they live, you know, 3 hours away. Maybe the time zone differences is 3 hours, but there's mention of the number 3 here. All right, let's see more for Pisces love life for the next 2 weeks. More for Pisces love life for the next 2 weeks. We got the Tower card, and then we got the Ace of Wands. I definitely feel as though you are having a dry spell situation. I don't think that you are going to be as intimate as you want to be, or maybe you are suddenly feeling unattracted to your partner or unattracted to someone that you've been with for a very long time. I feel as though there's an emotional issue here that no longer has the passion or the chemistry that it needs in order to sustain itself. For some, because we do have the Tower card in reverse, I do feel as though it's like a sudden change. So either you were really involved with someone, and then all of a sudden, you know, the energy just isn't the same anymore. It's not as magnetic as it was before. Or for others, let's see what the let's see what that would be for other people. I'm just making sure my cards don't fly away. All right, what is the Tower card in reverse? What's the problem? What is the Tower card in reverse? It kind of reminds me of like the weather that is surrounding me right now. It's like it was really sunny and really nice, and then as soon as I started filming, all of a sudden the clouds are gray. It's starting to there's just a lot of wind all of a sudden. All right, so I feel some things are just taking a turn, either for the worse or for the better. Let's see more for the Tower card. Where's the Tower card? Where's the Tower card? Where's the Tower card? Please explain the Tower card in reverse. Where's the Tower card in reverse? Where's the Tower card in reverse? Yeah, we got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Five of Cups, and then we got the Judgment card. I do feel that for some of you, there may have been someone where you thought you would never have a chance with anymore. Either you thought that, you know, you never had a chance with them because they did move away. There's really emphasis on water here, so I do feel as though someone is like, you know, across a river, across a lake, across the pond. Maybe, you know, if you're in North America, this is someone in the United Kingdom. You know, they're like across the pond. But I feel so there's someone here that was traveling, and there wasn't much time that you spent. Okay, so I was saying, I think that there was someone where the distance was taking a toll on you and this person. I see that there was someone that you were crying about, like someone was feeling really upset over something, and this also could pertain to a Scorpio. There could be a Scorpio placement here, but someone was like feeling really just really sad. It could have been you and this person, or just you, or just the other person. But I do feel as though things in the end are going to work out between you two, because we do have the Five of Cups in reverse. So speaking about, you know, overcoming a loss, overcoming a moment of grief. So I feel as though whoever it is that you are missing, I feel as though they are coming back to you, and they're going to come back to you in a way that kind of feels out of this world. You're going to be wondering, like, are we soulmates? Like, is there, you know, some type of like higher power that is bringing us two together? Because there's something about them that you can't really get away from. And I feel as though even if this person is coming back into your life as friends, it may just be platonic. I feel as though there's always going to be that bond. All right, so that's really interesting. Maybe you now have, you know, a chance to visit this person, or this person has a chance to visit you. But I just feel as though there's something very faded that is going on here. That's interesting. All right, well, let's see who is coming towards Pisces. Let's see who this person is and how they feel about you. Who is coming towards Pisces, and how do they feel about Pisces, and how do they feel about Pisces? Who is coming towards Pisces, and how do they feel about Pisces? Okay, so I do feel so this could be a water sign. It could be another Pisces that you're dealing with, but like I said, Scorpio I'm picking up on, but this could also be a Cancer. I'm feeling as though this person may not have had the best. I'm just gonna hold all the cards because it is really windy, and show you. Here we got the Ten of Cups, we got the Magician, and we got the King of Cups. I really feel as though this person did not have the best family dynamic, or best upbringing, or best childhood. They may have come from a broken home, you know, a home where, you know, maybe the parents have been separated or divorced for quite some time. I feel as though this person also might not have had the best father figure, or maybe they do have a great father figure, and that's someone that they aspire to be, or maybe they aspire to marry someone that is, you know, a strong protector, and also very emotionally in tuned as well. So I do feel so someone here is trying to be the best person they can be. They're trying to manifest a family, or at least a long-lasting relationship that is built on trust and maturity. I feel so someone here is trying to change their ways, or you know, rewrite their story, because they came from an environment where the dynamics were unbalanced. All right, things were likely chaotic, things were likely dramatic, blown out of proportion. I feel so there was a lack of stability, and they spent a lot of time trying to wish and manifest, you know, a new beginning, a beginning that was more calm and more reasonable for the type of person that they are. So I am picking up on this. There's a lot of intention that is coming here with this union, and I feel so that's part of why the energy feels so so faded with you two. All right, so that's something that I'm picking up on. I really feel as though this is likely someone that you've dealt with for a while, just someone that you can't seem to get over. I feel so when you two are not physically together, I feel so there's kind of like a bit of sorrow there. And I do know that Pisces, you know, you're the hopeless romantic, so you do pretty much kind of like, you're just having fun with this situation, even though it's kind of hurting you. I feel so you're finding a way to romanticize it, because part of it kind of feels faded. I don't know how else to explain it, but that's what I'm picking up on. All right, I want to pull a bit more cards on your love life, and then we're going to ask your angels of love for advice, okay? Yeah, and just kind of just thinking about right now where I am and what is going on around me. Like I said, like I've been describing to you, you know, there's gray clouds, there's a lot of wind. Of course, this is not an ideal setting to be pulling out cards that can easily fly away, but I'm not letting this affect my energy. I'm not letting this affect my intention. My intention is to deliver these messages for you and to remain calm. And I don't even feel like I have to be so conscious about remaining calm. It's like I'm just kind of enjoying it. And I think that when it comes to your love life for the next 2 weeks, you could be, you know, you could have friends or family members that are kind of scratching their head as to like how you are making this all work for yourself and or for the person that you are involved in. And I feel as though that's kind of why this situation, you know, it kind of feels like a soulmate connection almost, because it's like you two are unable to explain to other people the chemistry and the attraction, and you're not able to explain how you feel sometimes like you cannot live without this person, or how this person is everything you've been really waiting for. I feel so a lot of you have been very conscious about what you've been trying to manifest, and for some you might have been able to finally become a union with a person that is a person of your dreams. So I love that. I want to pull more cards because I'm loving this energy here, if you don't mind, Pisces. Thank you for sharing this energy with me. I'm so thankful. More energy surrounding Pisces love life. And if you don't have someone in mind, if you're not dealing with someone necessarily and you're just doing you, I do feel as though your love life is still going to be able to manifest itself in a very beautiful way. All right, so your love life doesn't only depend on having an actual mate right next to you that is courting you and all of this. It also depends on your own self-love and how you value yourself and how you're treating yourself. And part of treating yourself is being responsible. It's being it's having self-respect. It's a lot of components that go into, you know, manifesting a healthy, long-lasting relationship. And I feel as though your eyes are really opening up to different ways of going about that, different ways of manifesting that. All right, let me pull a bit more on Pisces love life, and then we're going to ask your angels of love for advice. Okay, so for some of you, I am picking up on a possible pregnancy, or maybe you already have children, or you're with someone who has children and they're not with that person's child. They're not with their child's parents. So I do feel as though there's someone here that is either separated from whoever it is they had children with, or maybe you're having children with someone that you are not married with, or maybe you two do not live together. Maybe that could be, you know, but I'm seeing that there's a lot of opportunities that are opening up for you, especially in terms of, you know, if this situation relates to children in any way, or maybe even a pregnancy in any way. I'm seeing that like maybe you are with someone where the dynamic is kind of like you guys live separately, or you guys aren't really thinking about marriage, but if you were to have a child with this person, you two would stick together. You two would still figure out a way to make it work, even if it's like non-traditional or slightly unconventional. Maybe some of you guys are worried about what to do when it comes to a pregnancy. I'm just seeing that there's just a lot going on. A lot of different thoughts are going through your head. A lot of different scenarios are going through your head. And I think, like I said, the relationship isn't traditional. You're not in it's just not a traditional setting. I think that things are kind of, you're not really sure how to go about a certain situation because there's just so much. And I think that would make sense if someone here is pregnant. All right. What else? I do feel as though there's like a young child involved, like a toddler is involved, or this is a new baby. All right, let's ask your angels of love for any advice they may have. I'm having a bit of heartburn right now. I don't know if that's, you know, something you've been dealing with as well. Maybe you're thinking that you're pregnant because you're having like pregnancy symptoms, things of the sort. I just feel as though someone is kind of, there's a bit of a, someone's feeling a little bit, someone is just going off on different scenarios when it comes to pregnancy. Maybe someone is thinking about like, oh, maybe one day I would have children with this person. This is what we could do. This is what the baby could look like. This is where we could be living. This is how life could be like. This is what I'm thinking about. All right. Angel love messages for Pisces watching. Angel love messages for the Pisces watching. Angel love messages for the Pisces watching. Angel love messages for the Pisces watching. Yeah, and also, sorry, one thing that I noticed, we got the engagement card in reverse at the bottom of the deck. I do feel as though, like I said, it's an unconventional relationship. So even if you've been with someone for a very long time, you may consider them, you know, your fiance or your spouse or whatnot. Maybe you guys haven't actually tied the knot, or you haven't formally had some type of engagement, or you haven't formally, you know, you don't have a ring or something like that. But I feel as though there's still a bond. It's a very strong bond. It's hard to describe to people. It's hard for me to describe right now. But it's just kind of like a different type of bond that can't really put words to. Leave a comment below if you understand what I'm trying to say. All right, so interesting, we got the release your ex card, and we got the stay optimistic about your love life. For some, like I said, someone did move away, or maybe you are feeling like you're missing someone, and there's someone that is on your mind. There's someone that, you know, it really hurts to stay away from this person. If you are in a situation where, you know, maybe there's no communication with this person, or you two are really not together and you're not sure really what's going on next, I do feel as though instead of remaining hung up on this person, you could really benefit from working at least on releasing them. That way you can try to heal yourself, and you're not focused on the what ifs, and you're not focused on, you know, the negativity that could be surrounding the situation. If you're always thinking about the worst case scenario, it's going to be difficult for you to move on. It's going to be difficult for you to just feel good with the life that you have created for yourself. So that is the release your ex card. I'm also guided to tell you not to try to make any type of spells, like love spells and things of the sort. Don't try to use magic to bring someone back into your life. That's just something I'm guided to tell you. We also got to stay optimistic about your love life card. Of course, if you're still hung up on an ex, if you're still hung up on, you know, a situation that has been finished, you know, it's just not going to help you manifest positive things into your love experiences. Even if you are in a relationship, it's still important for you to be cautious and to be, you know, actively working on healing yourself. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But I think a lot of you, those of you who have been struggling to release, I do feel guided to tell you to maybe write everything down on a letter, that everything you want to release, maybe things you've never told someone before, or things you wish someone has told you. Write a letter of whatever it is you need, and then burn it all, burn the whole letter down. I'm gonna pull 2 more angel love cards because this is so much fun. We got the forgiving and learning card, and then we got the getting to know each other. So I do feel as though once you start making the conscious effort that you are going to move on, I do feel as though some of you may be running into an old friend or running into someone that sparks your interest. And I feel so this is going to be quite a random situation, but there's just going to be something about them that makes you kind of think about that person for a while instead of thinking about your ex and, you know, like the old sorrows that you've been through. But the forgiving and learning card, it's really about putting your past experiences, learning from them, but also taking away any lessons that you can from these situations. For example, are you more patient now? Are you more, you know, self-sufficient? Maybe you're more independent now. Maybe you know more so what you want. So if you're having trouble releasing an ex, for instance, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the relationship, you know, the ups and downs. What parts do you want to keep, and what parts do you want to like never relive ever again? You want to just wash that right out of your system. But the forgiving and learning card is about moving forward in a positive manner. But first of all, you need to know how to do that. You need to know what it is you no longer want to manifest, and know what it is that you do want to manifest. Pisces, overall, the whole messages here, it's been huge on manifestation. Now, you can either manifest hell for yourself, or you can manifest, you know, something more heavenly, something more pleasant for you. So it's all up to you, Pisces, what it is that you want, and how do you want to go about attaining that thing, okay? But at the end of the day, I think that there's a lot of emotional growth for you to do, and I think that someone might have like moved or traveled unexpectedly, or maybe it was someone that you wanted to be with and you didn't really communicate that to them, or maybe they didn't communicate it to you, and then now they're gone. You've heard that they moved somewhere else, or they're traveling somewhere else, and it's just difficult for you to be close to them. All right, I hope this was helpful in any way. If you enjoyed, oh my god, yep. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, another thing, turn on your bell notifications, post notifications on, so that you know when I pull up with a video. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in your next video.